Good afternoon. Today we're going to talk about the disputes of the World Trade Organization. In this case, we're going to talk about 6 cases. The first one will be, we're going to separate them as blocks of information. So the first block will be Mexico as a complainant, which include the DS 282, 325, and 329. The second block is called Mexico as a respondent, which includes the dispute case of 232 and 284. And the third one will be Mexico as a third party, which includes the final case, that it will be the case 509. So we hope you like this video.
It was a case, the title of the case was the U.S. anti-dumping measures on oil country tubular goods. This case has Mexico as a complainant and the United States as a respondent. Also, there are some third-party countries that involve Argentina, China, Venezuela, Bolivia, and European communities. This case started in February 18 of 2003. This was the date that Mexico requested the panel, and ended on November 28 of 2005, where the DSB adopted the appellate body report. Basically, Mexico requested consultations on the anti-dumping measures that the United States applied to these goods, and yeah.
Okay, but can you please tell me how this dispute case finished?
Yeah, basically the panel made the decision to rule out the US ITC because it was inconsistent to Article 11.3 in concluding the expiry of the anti-dumping regulations on the tubular goods. Basically, both countries appellated these final decisions, so the report that ended up being the one that was the appellate body report.
Well, the second case is named DS-325, the anti-dumping determinations regarding stainless steel from Mexico. In this case, Mexico was the complainant and the respondent was the United States. The problem was that the United States wanted to put some anti-dumping rules in the stainless steel products from Mexico. So the third parties involved were Japan and European communities, and the current status of this dispute is still in consultation since the 5th of January of 2005.
The case DS232 talks about the measures affecting the imports of matches. This is the first case where Mexico acts as a respondent. The participants are Mexico and Chile, in which Chile wanted to import the matches to Mexico because it's a very important market and producer of matches. But Mexico imposed or gives some measures that Chile has to take because of the danger of this product, which Chile has had to change the package and the things to import this product.
And the last case was about the duties and other measures concerning the exportation of China of certain raw materials. And this case was about a request by the European Union to the World Trade Organization to establish a dispute settlement panel to review China's unfair exports. However, this panel couldn't be finalized.
P29, and it includes tariff classification of certain milk products. This dispute was between Mexico and Panama, and the current status of this dispute is terminated. The dispute's facts was that on March of 25, Mexico requested consultations with Panama regarding its cabinet, and different tariffs were applied. So Mexico believed that this tariff classification was infringed upon the Articles 1, 2, and 16 of the GATT. So this agreement is already terminated.
The case DS284 talks about the certain measures preventing the importation of black beans from Nicaragua. This case is between Mexico and Nicaragua, but United States and Canada in few years from the cases started were involved because Mexico is a very important market to United States and Canada because of the beans. Nicaragua asked about what happened with this problem that doesn't permit them to import the beans in Mexico. So Mexico didn't have a response from many years. So Nicaragua, what they do is that they take away.
Well, as a conclusion, we can tell you that the World Trade Organization will be the one that take the charge of looking the common benefit between the countries or the different dispute that the countries may have. The World Trade Organization will be the one that solve them to look for a common benefit. So we hope you like the video, and thank you very much for your attention.